Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Let's go now.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Okay, great.
Here's Hurts to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Traylon Burks, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Carry for James Conner, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Brady going to throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in the
blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. They're just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter, already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. From the gun, it's Brady. Pass is tipped, but he's still able to bring it in. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. On 4th down, Dom Maggio out to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Hurts. Out route pass complete to Bellinger. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is...
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. A give running right is Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. These two teams, they met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Hurts. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line. On first down, Hurts. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
ready.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Give to Hall running right. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Okay, ready?
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
That was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Fairbairn able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Second and 8 coming from the 19. They'll try the left side with Connor. They find some open field here. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys, that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
The Cowboys in trouble to start play, 6-8 on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Brady now to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Brady's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. To throw, it's Brady. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Connor. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise, and start to put together some drives.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. His throw incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now a handoff coming left, Connor. Down to about the 22 here. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now Brady. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Facing this big first half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Brady. He is going to find Hill here. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run here with Connor. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Conner. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. James Conner as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. And oh, it's blocked. The Eagles have got it, but he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there was a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now? Much more of a field goal attempt. And the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
and get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
Hold it ready.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
Yeah, great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we're at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Cowboys make over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Conner up the middle. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, a run with Conner. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Throwing is Brady on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
Brady going to go on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Connor. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Brady. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Now Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep. And he's going to find his way forward here for a modest gain.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. This is Connor running right. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Right back to Connor here on 1st. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football up a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Cover!
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. This is caught. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. They'll look to run with Connor. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. James Conner, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Zuerlein now for the PAT. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
From the 24, Hurts. And check down, complete to Hall. And the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back. On third, here's an option play right. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A give running right is counter. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Andrews. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Cowboys have taken a 4th quarter lead. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
Little side note, it goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Here's Hurts to throw. Another completion right back to Patterson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hurts. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Open man is Burks, and he's got him. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th. On the counter, it's Hall. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He was brought down by Foyesade Oluokun. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Here's 2nd and 9. Hall again on 2nd down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, and that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Again, it's Conner. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, it's Conner. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 74 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for Dallas, their hopes of a winning campaign stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take